Black Retreat. My name is Mesha L, your host. I am here with my good friend Rhema Boston. I'm so excited that you could be here today.
Me too.
I think that the Lord wanted us to spend more time together.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because
He said, restart.
But you know what? It's just fine. So, Rhema,
Yeah.
what do you do? Tell the people.
I'm a writer. No, yeah, I'm a writer.
So, you're a screenwriter.
I'm a screenwriter. We went to school together. It's like, let's give the little pre-thing before that new episode. What is that called?
The cold open.
Like,
no, it's a podcast.
But I'm saying, like, in the beginning of the show, with like previously on.
This is definitely part 2 of Rhema's episode because I am a nitwit. So, but you know what? I'm glad that this happened with you because I don't know if anybody else would have been understanding.
Wait, why would they not be understanding?
Well, it's like I think they would have been, but also I don't know. I just don't be trying to play with people's time. Because I'm like, we only have so much time in the day.
I mean, it's only right.
Yeah.
Said, karma.
So Rhema stood me up a bunch of times when we were supposed to do this, and we were supposed to hang out. So
it wasn't on
she
purpose.
She owes me.
So. It was not on purpose. No. Don't make me sound like a bad person.
No, I do want to hang out though,
because
But you know, life and adulting and stuff. So
people are always last minute. I feel like you were so not last minute.
Yeah.
Which is great. That's a great quality. That when other stuff comes up, you're like, and really, like, I've literally had to like sit and contemplate and be like, okay, what do I?
But you know what? I'm so used to that. I think because that's just how me and my friends are at home. Yeah. That's definitely something I've had to get used to being here. Yeah. Like, everybody's like, oh, like, I have this other thing to do. Like, just be understanding. And at first, I did used to be like, we made these plans. But, like, now I'd be like,
okay.
And I'm also an elder. So, like, I don't be feeling like going anywhere.
I don't feel like going anywhere. I do not leave the house unless I have.
I don't like going places, but honestly, that is why I do like the Black Retreat because it's like it's here and
you retreating.
Yeah, and like people can come to me.
Yeah, which is nice. Honestly, it's so much. That's like no pressure, just chill.
Yeah,
relax. Have
it's
a
vibe.
For real.
I'm so glad you're here though. Because one of the greatest things about you is that you are in the writing industry.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like, did you do an internship?
I did.
Where'd you do it at? If you're allowed to say.
Yeah, no. I did one at Whitaker Entertainment, which they just did that new Peter Pan.
Oh.
I was there when they were working on it.
Really?
Yes. And then Juvie, which is Viola Davis's.
Yeah.
And I saw the Scripted Woman King before it was a thing.
Shut up. That's a dope internship. Yeah. I had got like a last minute internship when I was in school.
Oh. Wait,
but it was cool though.
Oh.
Damn. What was the name of it?
What? Oh, what?
My internship.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Anyway, it was great though. It was cool.
I love you, Phil.
Shut up. No, it was anyway, we're gonna move past me because this isn't even about me. But no, okay, so now you do freelance work. I do want to talk about once again about you being a showrunner's assistant because that's so dope to me. And you did that for 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah. And what did you learn? Like, what do you do?
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it more like getting coffee and doing that, or it was like...
No. It was like administrative stuff. So emails, scheduling, calls, things of that nature. But also, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Keeping up with schedules, remembering important events, trying to be ahead of what's needed, wrap gifts.
All the things.
When there was rooms, like reading people's scripts to help with interviews, helping create pitch decks, proofreading, just anything, everything, starting Zoom meetings, getting lunches and scheduling them, and it was a bunch of stuff.
So So you want to be a showrunner?
Yeah.
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 I can see that.
I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That would be good, I think.
You think?
Yeah. No, I mean, I know I would, but you gotta be humble.
Why?
Because honestly, because I'd rather surpass people's expectations than talk a big game and people be like,
I feel that.
You've ever seen that where someone's like, I'm great, I'm da-da-da, and you see it and you're like,
are you? Nobody
sure?
knows you, loser.
Yeah. Like, I don't know about that. You're talking a lot. Like, even
that
with guys,
true.
Like,
you need to be like 15% humble.
Right.
85% the rest.
But I think I would, just because I like people in the way of everybody is important, everybody matters.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's important.
Yeah. I think it's important to just be in a room, too. Mm-hmm. Like, as a Black woman. Mm-hmm. I think that's dope. How did you even get the job? Was it pretty simple or?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So before I graduated, someone was like, hey, I know this person. I'm going to give you their email. Like, when you graduate, you should hit them up. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But they said this, like, before, like, a year or so before I graduated. And I didn't really think about it because, like we were saying, even with showing up and all this stuff and people rescheduling, people will talk a good game or say things. And then it's like, you meant well, but it just didn't happen. So that's fine. But they actually did. And they gave it to me in, like, January of 2020. And I was graduating in May. So I'm like, oh, perfect. That's like 6 months. I sent my boss at the time an email like, hey, saying, like, all the things I really, enjoyed about the work that she'd done. And basically, long story short, COVID happened. Mm-hmm. But it was, at the time, we thought it was only going to last a week. So it's like, oh, yeah, when COVID's over, like, let's get coffee and blah, blah, blah. COVID is still on now. So basically, from then to November, so January to November, I was just messaging the assistant, like, once a month, like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, da-da-da. And then, like, by July, I was like, I don't think COVID's ending.
Can
I just... I was like,
girl.
I don't know if this is ending anytime soon. We're, like, disinfecting our Amazon packages.
Yeah.
I don't think... It's getting worse, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, like, in July, I was like, can I just talk to you, like, while I'm waiting? Because you're more accessible. Yeah. So I did that. And then... that assistant had gotten promoted, and then a new assistant came in, and I was like, crap, like, I done spent 7 months trying to get to know you, but now it's a new you. Anyway, so then I had a meeting finally in November. Yeah. So I guess it's like 10 months later, and then heard nothing. And then a random day in February, was like, a random email like, hey, do you still want a job? Yes. Okay, absolutely, can you talk tomorrow? Yeah, I was like, yes. And then that's kind of how it happened. I think it's like being in the right place at the right time. Being consistent, being in the right place at the right time, and needing someone. And that's the thing too. Like, they don't really tell. I feel like in school they never really told you the reason why a lot of people's friends get hired for real is because everything is so last minute that it's like Thursday. Yeah. And you need somebody to start Monday. Yeah. I can't do a post, try to interview you, talk to you, but it's like, oh, Mesha, hey, you want this? Like, I can just call you, oh, do you want this? Okay, cool. Yeah, she can do it. Because you're just trying to, like, find people to fill positions as quick as possible so you can go back to doing what your actual job is.
Yeah, definitely right place, right time. So, but I'm glad you got it, though. Because that's a big deal.
Yeah, I'm excited or happy about it.
Yeah. So when did you stop doing that?
October 2020.
And now you
get my master's.
Yeah.
Degrees are like beards on black men.
Just make them better.
Make them better.
I do love a black man with a black beard. Well, I do. I like
a conditioned, moisturized beard. Not greasy, just moisturized.
I like when black men have like salt and pepper gray, black and
more pepper than salt, but yeah. You have to have like a couple, like a
like I like older guys, but
they're
like
nice.
not like late 30s.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like men only get better as they get older.
They do.
Like every stage of a man, it's just there's something there. There's something like
yeah. And then sometimes they just annoy. But you know. Anyway, but there's so many black men in the entertainment industry that we love and support and cherish.
There's some nice ones.
Yeah,
too.
there are.
Like I feel like I've met some people. I'm like,
yeah. I know. There's some. So nice. Yeah, some of them I definitely can't live without. But like, we were talking about if you felt like there was enough black people in the spaces that you've been in so far. Like, do you feel like some productions that you worked on had more black people, or like, you know, and what was the difference for you?
Sorry, I keep scooting.
Yeah. Be comfortable.
I know. I'm trying to. Yeah, like I'm not gonna keep saying like I said. But I worked for a woman of color, which is great. That's like there's only, I don't know, 8 of them. Not really, but there's not a lot.
Yeah.
And so that obviously in itself was great. The work environments though is still, you know, kind of like in the corporate world where it's like there's just a certain type of person that's hired or has certain roles normally. So it's like trying to break that. And they're doing it kind of. They're trying. But it's still very white. But like
you can say it with your chest.
It's still very white.
It's very white.
Not that there's anything wrong with white in general.
Yeah.
But we like other flavors and seasonings.
We like seasonings, period.
We like seasonings, period.
We know what the deal is. Exactly. No, it definitely needs to be more diverse.
Yeah, and even like I'm gonna stop saying like I was saying, but I'm saying it because I feel like I'm
never happened before.
Right.
We're just now talking about this for the first time.
Because I feel like when talking to you, I'm like, I feel like I'm repeating myself to her, and I don't want her to feel like I'm like just saying the same thing. But my old boss used to have to like fight for so many things that you think would just come naturally. And that's the other thing where it's like, okay, giving grace to people because you're like, okay, maybe the DP wasn't black, but like she fought for this or like tried to get that. There was, oh my God. There was a show that was shot. It didn't get picked up or anything, but we were on a timeline, and I feel like there was probably 15 black female directors that she wanted and we were trying to go after, and like everybody was, and kudos to them, good for them, but they were all really busy and booked because people actually kind of somewhat want to give people chances and, you know, book them. But and then the people that weren't booked and would want to do it, like network or studio would flag, and so we ended up going with a white cis male, and it was about women of color.
That is,
but on the outside you would see that and be like, why did you get this white guy to direct it?
Exactly.
But it's like you don't see, like, literally we waited till not waited till the last minute, but like let's just say we had to pick a director by Monday at 10 o'clock. Yeah. It was like the weekend we were still trying to find it was like, we need a black woman to do this. Yeah. Okay, we just need a woman of color. She don't have to be black. Yeah. Asian, Spanish, white, it doesn't matter. Indian. Okay, a woman? Can we get a woman?
Like, literally.
Okay. Can we get a man of color? Like, is there a guy of color? No, okay. And it was like literally just one, like, and it just kept going. I mean, the director we got is a great director. It's not like, it's not about their skill. It's just, you're trying to, you know.
You're trying to represent something.
Right.
You're trying to make a statement.
Keep doors open, or like, you know, be this big, cool thing. And sometimes it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, which sucks. Because just imagine. Because I think that sometimes also on the outside looking in, people don't think that they tried hard enough. Like, because what was it? I think The Woman King got a lot of slack because they had like white writers. Was it?
But then Gina Prince,
Gina Prince.
I think she did. I feel like she did some form of.
Like
she's like amazing. No, honestly,
she leading the charge,
which I feel like even in that situation, I'm sure as director, she did some forms of rewrites on it, but also even if for whatever reason if she didn't, but I'm pretty sure she did. Just her being there and putting her own insight on it, I'm sure it got strained through.
And it was good because she was more so the face of it. Like even now, like when you think about The Woman King, you
think about her.
Yeah, so.
She's great.
I'm like, at the end of the day, at least they were women.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Like, literally, it was just like, what?
Yeah. Because even when
I
was.
see the vision? Like, why are you fighting me on this?
Girl, even when I was, like, coming up with people to, like, be on this, I'm like, why do I have so many male options? Like, and I'm, like, literally fighting to have different women because I'm like, they keep, like, falling through or, like, I'm just like, who?
Yeah.
Like, so, but I know there's so many out there, like, definitely need to expand my horizon specifically, but also, like, everybody. I just, because that's what I want, just more opportunities in every space of the industry for Black women specifically, and then women of color. Yeah, because Black women and women of color are not the same thing. So
I hate that they made BIPOC. I'm gonna say it. Y'all grouped everybody together. That is so messed up.
It is messed up because,
like, you just put a stamp. BIPOC. Like who is not BIPOC except for white people? Like you can't. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can't do that. Like, I mean, I get it. It's cool. It's a good hashtag.
Yeah, like, but no,
we are not the same.
We are not the same.
Everybody has their own.
Black women just do things differently, and I know that because I'm a Black woman. Yeah. But like, a Black woman is completely different from a South Asian woman.
Which is good. Like, we should be.
Exactly.
How dare you put us all under one?
And like, why can't you celebrate our differences? You're trying to make us all the same. Like, I don't know.
Exactly. That is so true. Even in like job postings, sometimes I'll be like, good, I'll apply because you're looking for me. But still, it's like, but that's a distinct voice. So you're just looking for someone who's not white. But then it's like, is that for a quota? Is that to make yourself feel good? Are you actually providing the opportunity and the nourishment that comes with BIPOC? Or you just want to fill a space to say that you fill the space so you feel better about yourself because you put up your Black square?
Freaking affirmative action. Like, we don't have time for that. We out here really trying to make a difference. Right. I don't know. It's never going to not be an issue, which is awful. Yeah. But, like, also, I feel like that gives us more opportunity to stand out. Yeah. When we have the opportunities. Take it.
I think the thing too, is what I'm trying to, like, in the process of figuring out is, like, when we have the opportunities and all the, let's just say, Black women are then fighting for the one role, but then it's like trying to find your voice or state your voice, but like then you realize that I feel like being very specific and realizing that what your voice actually is, because I think a lot of things that people of color say that they want to write about or is their voice is more of like a cultural thing versus like your individual voice, because it's like, oh, what do you like to write? Oh, I like to write about, underprivileged, whatever, blah, 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 and show the message of we're all whatever. And it's like, but that's literally every single one of these Black people want to write about the same exact thing.
Yeah, because it's like, it's literally the why. Why? Yeah. Like, why do you really want to do this? You want to get this out? You want to get this bought? Or do you actually want to, like, tell something meaningful? But, like, I think that that's the beauty of just being genuine about yourself and your writing, because it's going to stand out. Like I was saying earlier, like, a person that's from Europe is gonna write completely different from a person from the Midwest, like, exactly. And that's the beauty of it. And they can both be Black, but we got completely different Black experiences, and I think that that's a truth that, like, a lot of people don't want to accept. It's like we're not the same. Or like, I'm from upstate New York, she's from New York City. We do not have the same life.
Are you from New York?
Upstate New York. Ooh.
Yeah.
Why didn't I know that?
Because I didn't talk.
My little introverted friend.
No, that's it. Yeah, I really don't. I'm thinking about, like, my time being there. I'm like, who did I talk to? I talked to my little group of 3 people. It started with 12. It went down to 3. Only 2 of us graduated.
That. Really?
The last semester. The last semester, one of the writer dies. He just was like, yeah, I'm going to stop. I'm like, you have 1 semester left. But yeah, everyone just slowly kind of.
Dang.
That's why when y'all came in, I was like, 25 black writers and their BFA, MFA doing all. Like, how?
It was a lot of us.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
I don't know. I'm glad we all met, though.
Me too.
I think that was cool.
Yeah, me too. We found each other.
We did. I'd be like, black person, black person.
Oh my gosh. I remember walking past a room at Burbank Studios, and I see, like, a black person in a red lanyard. And I, like, walked past the room, and I, like, backtracked, and I was like, are you a teacher here? And she was like, yeah, I think it was, I want to say her name is Shannon Johnson, maybe?
I don't know.
But I think she was teaching, like, 1 or 2 classes, and I was like, what do you teach? She was like, screenwriting. Screenwriting? You're a black teacher teaching screenwriting? When did you start? I've never seen you before. And it was, like, my last semester, I remember it. And she was like, she, like, seemed kind of like, okay. And I was like,
like, no, that's a big deal, Shannon.
I was like, are you here? How long are you here for? Can I have this might sound really weird. Can I have your email? Like, I was just, it was so weird. I was just, because I was like, hasn't been I don't think there was black female teachers. I remember Tara.
Tara, yes.
But that's a black male. I'm telling you, I walked past that. And they might have them now.
Professors.
But I said, and she was young. Like, not young, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, maybe 40s.
Yeah.
30s.
This is young.
Like, but that's what I mean. Like, it's not like, well, no. I don't mean like, when I said young, I was like, wait, I don't want to, like,
super old.
I don't want to discredit what she's, done. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, she was young. She was 20. But it's like, she wasn't.
Yeah.
She was young.
Yeah.
And I was like,
well,
ma'am.
I followed her the delight.
Yeah. I was like, on my way to class too. It's like,
yeah.
That's like, they're not around here. So I need your email, please.
Yeah.
She's like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
She needs to know how rare that is, though.
She, like, noticed that there wasn't a lot of, but I was like, oh no, there's none. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
There's none.
But the funny thing about New York Film Academy is that I realized that there wasn't necessarily anybody white for real in my program.
Oh.
Because everybody was from a foreign country. The only people
teachers
students. It's like, yeah. And
I might have seen a few,
this is super I always say this incorrect, but I'd be like regular white, like just like white American.
Yeah,
nobody. Literally, the only even Americans were the black kids.
Yeah,
and it was like I think it was like 5 or 6 of us in our program.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, wow, because coming from
maybe the other.
But honestly, that was one of my favorite things about NYFA, though. I was like, everybody is from
somewhere else.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Like, one of my favorites, Thorn. She was from Iceland, and I'm like, wow, like
that's awesome. That is true.
Yeah,
everyone's from everywhere.
And but I feel like being a black person is such an experience, though, especially to be in those spaces. Like, cause me specifically, like, I had never done anything. I had never even been to California, so I just moved and was like, here I am.
Said, welcome. That's funny because even like me, now that I think about it, I'm like, there's so many more cultures of people that I've met just from being at school and being in California that we had Puerto Ricans, white people, sprinkled black people.
That's why it's annoying to be grouped in as a BIPOC because it's like, no, we are
so much more.
No, we are absolutely so much more.
So much more.
Let me see. What do you think? What do you think? Okay, I should phrase it like this. Okay. What is a mistake that you made that you feel like was necessary to be in the position that you're in.
Okay. In what? In life? In what?
Like in the industry, as far as like your growth and stuff. Or do you have any mistakes?
I make mistakes. I'm just deciding how real I'm trying to be right now. But I would say the transition from being the showrunner's assistant to going back to school, I'm not going to say it was a mistake, but that whole process, because that was a lot. I'm glad that it happened, because now I'm able to do so much more and actually focus on writing, which I wasn't able to do.
Yeah.
Not sharing my work with people might be viewed as a mistake. Because you know how you're like, oh, you have this opportunity, share it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm really glad I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're glad that you didn't share it with people? Yeah. Why is that?
Because I don't think I was ready to share it. Like, now I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, I like this. You should like, if it came up, I'm like, oh, I like the script that I just did. You should read it. But I think before, and my scripts were good, but, yeah. But I think at the time I was like, oh, I missed this opportunity to share it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, I'll come around again. And it's better to share something that you really, really love and that you know for a fact, like, if you don't like this, you just don't have good taste. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, not like that. Obviously, everyone has their own opinion. But that, I guess, level of confidence that goes with it versus giving someone something and they're only going to read your work once in a lifetime and you just let them read it.
Yeah.
But in the time, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like this is your only opportunity for them to read it. Yeah. And if you don't give it to them, then
you're never going to be able to do anything. Yeah. But that is far from the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's something that I thought was a mistake. Or I think that's one of them. I'll leave it with that.
Do you feel like being an introvert has an effect on you being a writer? Like, do you feel like maybe you've lost any opportunities because of that? Or, like, do you feel like it doesn't really make a difference? Like,
like we were saying with networking, like, it's one of those things where people who are likable are likable. Yeah. Which gets you everything, realistically. But you could be likable, but if you never talk, who's going to like you?
Yeah. Or who's going to know you?
Who's going to know you? They're either going to like you because you're like, oh. Like, they can like you in comparison to someone like, oh, this person's loud and annoying. You're quiet. I gravitate towards you. But, like, if you don't talk to people, no one's going to even know you to like you. So you're, like, cutting yourself short of that opportunity, which I feel like I've done. So I can say that, too. I don't like talking to people. I mean, I like talking to people, but now it's better. But at the time, it was like, I'm not trying to go places. I'm not trying to talk to people. I felt like it was forced. Even now, I'm still working on it. Like, it's still awkward to me to just be like, hi, my name is Rhema, and blah, 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 blah. Like, it just feels forced and weird. So I think it does have an effect on things. Yeah. But I also feel like, for me personally, and I feel like for me, okay, let me finish what I was saying. For me personally, I feel like it helps my writing. Yeah. Or it has helped my writing because I'm a big observer. Yeah. And so it's like, oh, okay, I can, and to the point where, like, I know people without knowing them, which kind of sounds bad. Yeah. But it's like you kind of, like, observe so many things that you're, like, putting pieces together of their life, which could be sound as, like, assuming or judging. Yeah. But, like, it's actually also right. Yeah. Which is like, okay, how am I figuring all this out about this person? It's like the body language and the this and the way they say stuff and, like, the undertone between this. And you're, like, sitting in a room and you're like, oh, this person likes this person, but that person likes them. And they don't know that this person, like, you're, like, putting all these pieces together just from watching, which I think helps. And I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot.
Like, what did I ask? Oh, we were talking about you being an introvert.
Oh, I feel like
I be getting lost in the conversation.
Me too. I feel like I'm like half and half, and I'm not an extrovert. But if there's someone more introverted than me, I become an extrovert.
You're like, it's very get it together.
No, it's really like I've noticed it. And I'm like, who are you? What is going on? Like, if there's even someone, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Someone like Yeah. I become very like, what, you don't want to go up and talk to them? Like, let's go up and talk to them. Like, let's do that. Like, I become very like, come on, we're going to go do this.
Huh.
But I'm always around people who are more extroverted than me, so I'm just really like,
I wonder what that means.
I don't know.
Are you like the oldest child?
No, I'm the middle child.
The way that was answered so quickly.
Because of it.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Middle children are complex.
Yeah.
I'm the baby, so. I don't know. That's interesting though. I don't think I've ever heard that, but that's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big switcheroo. I think it's not about signs because I'm not about signs, but then people who talk to me always say stuff. I'm a Libra. So people are like, oh, it's because of balance. Like the balance is off. So like you compensate for like the da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay.
That makes sense. I like sign stuff.
Yeah.
One of the things that my thesis was about signs.
Oh, really?
It was called horoscopes.
Like horror film?
No. It was it was about you know what?
Let's talk about it.
It would make sense if it were about horror, but it was actually comedy.
Well, how you said it, you like broke it up. I was like, oh, horror. Yeah.
It was actually about a girl that would only date guys based on their sign. So it was fun, but this is not about me. And
don't the viewers
that title
know you?
No, because I'm a Cancer, and I feel like I'm the canceriest Cancer, honestly. But I don't know. It's just very nurturing and mothery.
Oh, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
But no, I'm very glad to have you here. We are talking, honey. I'm like, it's been like 37 minutes.
Since we restarted it?
Yes.
Oh.
That's great. We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I messed that up. But also, like, it worked out, though. Because I feel like you were more comfortable when we restarted, too.
Because of her...
You're like, I love it, though. But I did want to talk to you about the writer's strike.
Oh.
Has that affected you?
Yes.
Yeah. How so?
Okay, so I'm not a part of the guild yet. So in that way, technically, it's like, doesn't affect me. But if you want to be in the guild, basically, like, if you do any type of writing thing and you're not in solidarity, they'll be like, yeah. Okay, scab. Like, yeah. No. Yeah. And then you can't join the guild. So it's like, well, I'm not doing writing stuff for people either then because I want to join the guild. Yeah. So it's like that's kind of in a standstill. And then, yeah, it's low-key my future. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think it affects me more in that way right now than anything, where it's like if it continues the way it is, or like if things don't change, what doors that have been opened by you know, our people before us are gonna be closed even smaller because AI has our job, or like there's no, you know what I mean, or you get in a room and you're only in there you're in a mini room, and then you have to wait a year to hear if it's going to get picked up again. And it's like, what am I doing for work? And like all these things. So I think it's affected me in that way. Yeah. More so now than ever, because I feel like I'm closer to it more so than ever. Yeah. Yeah. And then off of that thing that I told you earlier that I'm not going to repeat. Yeah. That is like, which is great. Yeah. But then it's like, but now I need to wait.
Yeah. It's like a hurry up and wait now, which sucks. Yeah,
so. But I'm sure there's stuff I can do in the meantime. But have you been to any picketing things?
No. We should go.
We should go. And there was a blackety black takeover at Paramount. It was great.
When? Because I feel like I've been keeping up with it for the most part.
Last week, Wednesday, I want to say. I think it was like a couple showrunners that were like, hey guys, pull up. But like then people started sharing it. People pulled the fuck up.
Ooh,
like just black.
We should have been there.
It was like cookout, family reunion, like just black creative everywhere. Actors were there. Like it was just like showrunners, writers of all different levels. It was great. It was like 900 black people.
Were you there?
Yes, I was late, but I was there. Everyone was there at like 10. I got like 12, 15. But I was there for it. It was still there. It was great. Like there was so many people. It was
because I've been looking at all this stuff and I'm like, I should go, but then I'm like, it just doesn't go by myself. Yeah, like this is weird. Yeah. Like so,
I feel like you need to go with people.
Yeah. Now, had I known, I been told,
more. There might. I think there might be one at Disney on Tuesday. Yeah, but they come deep.
Yeah,
and absolutely. To have fun, like not to have fun. Yeah, like that sounds. It's make obviously the best for a reason, but like you're seeing people you haven't seen in years, or like, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his name. The showrunner of Southside. Mm-hmm. He was there, and I love Southside.
I watched a couple episodes of it, and it was hilarious. Sometimes I don't finish a show, and I'll be like, I need to go finish watching it because it's hilarious. Literally, it starts hilarious. Southside is so funny,
and it just gets. I just feel like it gets better and better. Yeah. But like I saw him notice like, hi, I really like Southside. Like it's great. Like but he was just there. You know what I mean? Like there's people that were just there.
Which is dope.
Yeah.
That's a good place to network.
People were just there. Yes.
Yeah.
Like people were just there.
Standing in solidarity.
Bel Air or like Queen Sugar or like people were just out there. Just outside because they're not working. They can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great place to meet people, but also standing up for a cause.
Yeah. I can't even believe that they had to do this again because I don't understand why production companies don't want to pay writers.
Well, let me not say.
Because to me, it makes so much sense. It's like you don't get a show if you don't have writers, but they literally act like, oh, you're just a peon. Yeah. Like, write this and get out of my face.
Because I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like it's like a mixture of things where one, if you don't see the value in what somebody does, it doesn't matter what they do to be valuable if you don't see the value in them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they would do, I mean, then there's stuff with actors or whatever, but like, we're like the little sister. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, we're in the background. You don't really see us. Yeah. Like, we made the story, but then they're like, it's a story. Like, if you don't make stories or if you're not in a room or if you don't understand it, like, you don't really, it's like, okay, you think, well, not, I'm going to say you think it's the first draft, but like, you're just like, oh yeah, you just come up with an idea and blah, 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 blah. All AI is just coming up with an idea. Just come up with an idea. It's like, it's so much more than that. It's like people's life. You're pulling from like different things that happen to them, different traumas. Like, there's so much more.
Yeah, because it's personal.
Exactly.
It's personal and specific.
Right, exactly. So. It's like a specific experience that you've had or that this person's had and all that stuff. It's like, AI don't have experiences.
No, so. Like, you can't get rid of the writer and think that it's going to be successful.
Exactly. Or like, or like the different levels of it where it's like, could a person and an AI be in a writer's room and it just be those two people, or you cut the room in half and it'd be less people? Yeah, you could, but like, where's the fun and the camaraderie and like the what makes the show, like the essence that's in there, that the hidden essence that you don't see, I feel like would be missed.
It's just the pure audacity for me. Like,
it's like, excuse me,
why would you think that a robot could do what I do?
Right. Like, or even honestly, and even bigger than AI, writing. Yeah. Like, this is a world thing, and. I'm not gonna
go ahead.
But this is a world thing, and we've seen too many movies. We've written the movies, and now you're trying to do what the movie's done.
Exactly. Like, I was like, when I first heard AI, I was like, I don't understand. Even on like Snapchat,
the one that talks to you,
the little AI
we're
thing.
Friends, girl, get the.
I'm like, and you can't even delete it. It's.
I'm here to help with depression. No, you're not.
No,
you're not.
Get off of my thing. You are going through my life. You are catching everything I say. I feel like the internet was bad enough already, and now it's just like out of control.
It's like, no.
It's literally just right in your face. Like, I'm actually here to take over your phone,
to take over everything,
and then take over your life and take over your job.
It's like so clear. Like, I'm like, why?
It's crazy.
I don't understand, guys.
The world is ending.
Yeah. It's like haven't we seen this?
Yeah, I don't understand. So many times.
I don't.
And like Will Smith running for his life in iRobot.
Exactly. The good body in the shower scene, just goodness. Anyway, yeah, I like that movie. But then it's like, okay, you want to. My thing is, y'all want to start this, but I don't want to hear no complaining when the robots take your job. Because what do you? I'm not gonna say what do you do. And all due respect, if you're replacing a creative mind that's coming up with story and you manage story, if management is one of the easiest things that a robot could do. So if you trying to let's play. Exactly. You want to play? Let's play.
Like, take it all the way up.
Yeah, you want to go? I'll see you out here.
Literally. Take everybody's jobs.
Exactly. So then why?
It's just a ridiculous idea.
Now, if we own the robots, and the robots work for us and I still get the money or something, then maybe. But that'll turn bad, too, because then that's slavery. That's literally... They're going to revolt. You don't think that... Anyway.
They are.
On a tangent. But that's what that is.
Yes. Literally a movie as well. Like, the robots are always going to take over.
They're always. They're never not.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Period. Yeah.
Yeah. It riles me up because I just really don't like the idea of this whole AI thing. Like, I think it's ridiculous and I think it's just...
Yeah, or even like the residual thing. Like, I know they don't have maybe a way to track it and they don't do ads because they're streaming. Yeah. But it's like people were literally surviving off of residuals from years ago. And if you don't provide it, then we
they just don't want to pay nobody. Yeah. They just want to keep all the money.
But then they're making money. Yeah. But then it's like, are you... But then you're doing huge budget movies that are not good.
That are not good.
Why did you just spend $100 and some million on this movie that's going to be on blank network? I was going to say one, but I'm not going to call anyone out. Maybe they'll hire me one day.
Yes. I think that I know what you're talking about.
But, but it's like, why did you... What?
Yes.
You have money.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
It's because they want to keep it. They want the 1% to stay at 1%. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's very unfortunate. And I hate that you're being affected by it.
I mean, not majorly.
What'd you say?
I'm not majorly affected yet, but
yeah. Being affected by it in any way. Because even me, like, I don't even work in the writing industry right now, but I'm, like, very supportive because I'm like, this is awful. Like, and it could be me. I'm like, I just... never got a job as a writer yet.
Y'all better hire.
But and then sometimes I wonder how my life will change, like if I actually anyway, whatever. I have a lot of thoughts about actually like working for somebody. Because I feel like
a mixed bag.
Yeah. So because I'm like, especially now, just starting my own things. I'm like, am I gonna?
Would I like that for real?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know that I'll have to work for somebody eventually for something if I want to be, do what I want to do. But I think it's, and I am glad that like you're not majorly affected by it. So
because there's some people who like got their first writing gig in a room and then it's like, just kidding.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
Yeah, because one of our clients, I work at a tax office, and, it's mostly people in the entertainment industry. So, like, now, it's like, oh, my whole summer is free. So, I need to come do my taxes because I need my refund. Like, because I don't have any income right now. So,
and then, I mean, I get why, but then it's like, then you can't. Like, it's one thing if it's like, oh, we're trying to strike for this. I'm not going to work for the people who aren't paying me, but I'll do something over here. But they're like, it shut down.
Yeah.
Idea factory is gone. Like, you don't do nothing.
No.
Write for yourself.
Yeah.
Which is great. Get more, right. Yeah. So when it's over, you have it. But also it's like, but where's my money? What am I?
Where is it coming from?
Where is it coming from? Tell me, please.
Because I can't live off of ideas. Like, so, I don't know. The fact that they even expect you to do things for, like internships that don't pay, things like that. But I hope it doesn't have to last super long.
Yeah, me too.
Because I know the last one was like 100 days.
Yeah.
Hopefully by the time this episode goes out, it's over, which would be absolutely great. So, but this has been amazing. I have to final questions that I want to ask you.
Okay.
First of all, what is your personal motto? Also, like, I don't think I mentioned this time, but me and Rhema both write comedy. So,
yeah,
a whole lot of kikiing over here.
Funny or whatever.
I'm just a
little. Nothing too spectacular. Just too funny. My motto, it'll all work out. I'll figure it out. I don't know.
That's good.
Shit happens. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll bunch all those together into shit happens.
It's a comma.
It'll all work out.
It'll all work out.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of been my through line. Like, it's all going to work out. Mm-hmm. And I know that. I do. So it's like, okay. Like, literally, my laptop got stolen the day before. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
And then I was like, no, it's fine. Something great's going to happen. And then the thingy. And I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Shout out to Jesus.
Right. Right. So,
and for people that love us and come through for us. So, yeah. I'm glad that it didn't affect you for long. Even though that sucks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everything works out. But
everything works out.
Yeah. And my final question, if you could teach a masterclass on anything, what would it be?
A masterclass in not fitting into society or being different. Maybe. I think I could do that.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah. But I could do that. I feel like that's kind of me.
Yeah. I love that.
Thanks.
Now, if you could teach a masterclass on anything in the industry, what would it be?
Maybe the art of being, and I'm still working on this. Mm-hmm. And it's not really like a skill in writing, but like kind of like being subtle, like, like, yeah, or listening and not just talking about yourself. That's in every industry. Mm-hmm. That annoys me. Yeah. So, like,
being a good listener.
Yeah. Yeah. But actually, because, like I said, I don't know if it was on this one or the other one, from always being quiet and sitting and watching, I feel like I can kind of see now when, like, you don't actually really care, and it very much so bothers me. Yeah. And it's like, just please tell me other people see this. And it's like, but then I'm like entertaining the conversation, like, yeah. There's been conversations where, like, pretend me and you have talked about a show, and we've talked about it multiple times, and then someone else comes in, and then you're like, hey, Mesha, you watched Southside, right? And I'm like, yeah, we just spent the past 5 days talking about it. Like, yeah, I watched it. They're like, oh, yeah, that's really funny because when I was watching it, I thought about blah, blah, blah. And it's like, then you start the conversation with this person over here, and it's like, you were just using me as a segue to start the conversation? Like, you don't actually, yeah, like just weird people stuff. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, that's probably not a class. So I would do that because I want to teach a class that no one else is teaching.
Yeah, and subtlety. That'll work. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. And I think you will be great at it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are subtle. Because you're a boo-boo. But
is that good?
Yeah.
Did you say a boo-boo?
Oh my gosh, I keep saying this to people, and every time they're like, what is that? It's just, it's like my little cousin started it, like, if somebody did something cute or like a little kid, like, oh, he's such a boo-boo, like, and so we just like took it on as this word, and now I say it to people all the time, and people be like, why would you call me that? It sounds bad. Because
if you took out the yeah.
It's your boo-boo. I can see the negative connotation, but you're a boo-boo. Like, I appreciate it. You're a sweetie pie. Thanks. And I'm so appreciative of you talking to me for so long today. Yeah. This has been great. I love this. Yeah. And I'm so glad you hung in for the ride.
Thanks for understanding.
Yeah. Cancellation. Thank you for understanding after I didn't press record. That's okay. But thank you all for joining us in this episode of The Black Retreat, and I will see you next time.